Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
What's up, PAX West? What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. My name is Eric Doorbell. I'll be the host of this panel. I'm also the Senior Community Manager at Obsidian Entertainment, and we're going to be talking about the Outer Worlds 2 weaponry and motions, bringing art, combat, and systems together as a developer collaborative experience of making the game. I'm going to introduce Daniel Alpert, who is the art director on the Outer Worlds 2. Welcome, Daniel. And Kyle Koenig, lead system designer for Outer Worlds 2. And last but not least, Rob Donovan, combat designer. Well, guys, let's have a seat. Well, thank you so much for everyone coming down to the panel. It's great to see everybody. Well, Daniel, let's start off with introductions. Daniel, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience, and what does the art director do at Obsidian?
Oh, wow, that's a deep question. Let's see, I'm Daniel Alpert. I am the art director for the Outer Worlds, both 1 and 2, making a return. And yeah, that's our game. And art director, I design basically the visuals of the game.
That makes more sense.
Everything.
That makes more sense.
Were you muted? Was I muted too?
We were all muted. This was a mute situation. 100%.
Damn it, C-Money, says Malcolm. Yeah, seriously, right, Malcolm? I feel like this is the new.
Listen,
it's a fuck up.
Let's just say I did that on purpose, okay? I wanted to make sure you were on your toes.
No, this was a hearing test.
Exactly. Let's restart that. This is C-Money. And you're with On Point for Gamers with another live reaction. And we are reacting to, or as my doodle said, having a watch party.
Yes.
For the Outer Worlds 2.
It's a party, baby.
Weaponry in motion. It's the panel where they're going to dive deep into all the fun stuff that's going on in Outer Worlds 2.
Yes.
Obviously, we're very excited for here.
Get your snacks.
I'm joined by
get
the
your
always lovely
drinks.
Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday. Yes, we're here on a Saturday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us today. Let's go. Let's get it.
Shout out to everybody in the building right now. I see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Got a shout out to the homie Malcolm X, #1 in the building. Be Nice was #2, and Genesis or Abacab was #3. So
listen,
shout out to you guys.
Last couple of days of the month.
Our partnership with 5-Hour Energy.
5-Hour Energy? You know your boy needs an energy drink every once in a while.
And listen, it seems like you spill the coffee, so these may be good for you.
Xbox.
Was there earlier, so yeah.
I might need some of these, bro.
Hook up your boy.
Look it up. I don't want to go find them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Let me get some. All right, I'm very excited.
The Outer Worlds 2, what is it about? It's a sequel. We made
Very
Outer
excited.
Worlds 1, now we're doing 2. You are a daring and most likely good-looking Earth Directorate who's uncovered the source of devastating rifts threatening all of humanity. This leads your investigations to the Arcadia system, home of the skip drive technology, where fate and colonies are and ultimately the entire galaxy rests upon you and your decisions on what you do in the game and the factions you choose to trust. And speaking of factions, we have 3 major factions in the game that the player can interact with.
Oh, man.
The Protectorate, the Order of the Ascendant, and Auntie's Choice. But first, we're going to talk about
Factions plays a big role.
Yeah.
The
Very
Protectorate
excited to see
and
what
their
this is
weapons. But before we go on to that, Daniel, I have a question for you.
Go for it.
Man, how's this going to be the 3rd game from Obsidian?
That's what, oh my gosh. That's
monster.
exactly, it's like you read my mind. And Avowed was just phenomenal. Personally, I love Avowed.
100%.
And I mean, for them to turn around and then be, because we just thought it was Avowed, and then we heard about Outer Worlds 2, and we're like, okay, whoa, look at them showing up in a big way. But they didn't stop there. They didn't stop there.
Incredibly important.
This is gonna be it. This is gonna be awesome.
Several factions, several sub-factions. So if we're looking at the protectorate, the rulers or the authority of this colony, they have to stand out. They have to look different than other people, such as Auntie's Choice. And you want to make sure that they are just always very distinct from each other. But there's always going to be a little something that also links them all together.
On that silhouette point, if you come up against somebody and they're facing away from you, we do want you to know which faction they're part of, so that you don't shoot them by accident. If you want to shoot them on purpose, that is also very important. But
well, listen.
If you're trying to make friends with them.
Nice.
I can hold a grudge.
Yeah, that makes a whole
Yeah, you can.
All right, so
That's the truth.
We're going to look at our first weapon, Thunderstruck from the Protectorate. As an RPG gamer, I'm a huge.
Melee was actually very good in Avowed as well.
Yes, it was.
So I'm excited to see how that translates over to Outer Worlds.
How Outer Worlds delivers.
Yeah, I feel like they were like making them like side by side. So.
Well, the thing about Outer Worlds is that I kind of I feel like there are elements of it that I see in there that just remind me of Avowed, and I don't know if it's just like the fact that I love the game so much. But I brought it up to you, C, and you actually agreed with it. You're like, I can see that. So the foundation has to be, one of the same.
Yeah, I feel like they're shared.
Yes.
How do you
For
get
sure.
that ideology of the Protectorate as an authoritative?
It says design influence, simple and clean, not as decorative, but still hurts. That probably checks out.
As long as it hurts.
Rigid,
Absolutely.
Very traditional kind of look. It's clean lines.
I feel like the design aesthetic of them are so different as well, obviously, and it looks so clean. Like I'm really digging how this Outer Worlds 2 is showing up aesthetically. They're doing a great job.
I agree with that.
These quadrilateral shapes have almost like a tooth-like look to them. And you will see this within all the Protectorate designs, from architecture to.
So I see Genesis in the chat. It says all three games are high quality games, even Grounded. Grounded 2 is phenomenal. That caught us by surprise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
designer, system designer.
Man, it's addictive.
It is.
And so is Avowed, though.
Weapon choices, a variety.
It is, and like even though when you look right here, you can see the similarities, right?
Yes.
Like, the similarities between Avowed and Outer Worlds 2.
In addition to like range combats, which we'll cover to other weapons later.
Oh man, you see that snow? It looks so.
I know.
It looks so snowy. It looks so slushy.
Like that melee feel. It was obviously in the first game, people really enjoyed it. We have one-handed weapons. We have two-handed weapons. They're kind of intended for different play styles, but of course you can.
But think about how much you were using the hammer, that long big ass hammer in Avowed.
I forgot the actual like the name, but yes, that hammer was everything. I enjoyed essentially all the weapons. The bow and arrow was phenomenal too. Yeah,
I feel like this is gonna be an easy translate from that experience to this one.
And that's what I feel so confident about that, because like it just kind of unexpectedly for me, and it's crazy because again, I was supposed to release last year, but I love the fact that it came out in February. And I was like consumed by that game, and it's hard to knock off when you go ahead and you're like, okay, well, this is one of the top games, if not the top game of the year, personally for me. And then like they show up with Grounded 2, and you're like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Like, how do you choose? But I do feel like this is also gonna show up in a big way. Outer Worlds 2 is gonna be like, it's difficult to show up with one game and not drop the ball. To show up with 3,
yeah, for sure. They literally just said that they have somebody who plays the game, one of the devs, that only stays in melee.
Okay.
So that's sick, because that's like that's what I want to feel like. If I just want to say F the guns and just go crazy and kind of challenge yourself, right?
Yes. like kind of,
talk
you
about
know,
players, as we affectionately call them.
not because you also like when you
stealth.
get attached to
And
a
so as part
certain
of that
weapon,
process,
you
we
don't
look
like
at
to let
the
it go.
factions as we're designing them and say, okay,
So I
who's our
wonder.
target for these and
So
who are, and how are
the
they gonna use it?
upgrades, I wonder if they're going to
Some of
be
that is working with Rob to
like in
make
Avowed. We had a lot of
gameplay
choices
appealing,
there.
combat,
Yeah,
as
roles
well.
is gonna do.
I mean,
And then
they're probably going to tell us
stepping
here
back from
some
there
more,
and
but
adjusting numbers, make sure that
even
it's
just
hitting
seeing that
goal,
you're going to
it's
be
not
able
getting
to
too far into
just melee it if you
other
want,
weapons of,
that's dope. I like
that
that.
aren't in
Yes.
control.
That's
Like,
a W.
making sure this isn't the best melee one-handed weapon or melee two-handed weapon in the game, so that you never have to use anything else. But making sure that when that melee player does want a ranged weapon, that's what this is for.
I love the
and it's
glow.
filling that niche.
So how does
The
that work
electric-
The
with
electrical glow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're not loving it.
weapon?
Yeah, then I love how it feels. I can say that
And
much.
how's that differ from other weapons?
Yeah, so we have various shock weapons in our game, and shock is a damage type that you build up, and it deals some chain lightning, as one would expect, and eventually it builds up into where it paralyzes enemies and gives you a chance to, in this case for a melee player, beat them down. So for this weapon being ranged, it lets you start that process earlier, charge in, or disable someone like a sniper, like Rob was saying, and stop yourself from getting shot from afar as a melee player, which tends to be the biggest problem with that play style.
Okay. He aimed
And
high
for you,
and
Daniel,
still,
when
you know,
Rob and Kyle
Took
are
him
like,
down.
"All right,
was
here's your
responsive,
weapon, here's how it's
yes.
gonna work.
Yeah.
Can we make it feel heavy? Can we make it feel meaty with like the visual aspects of the game? So how do you go about making that the feel of the weapon also show represented visually?
Well, I mean, I wish it was just art alone.
oh my
that did
gosh,
that,
you
but
see that
really
like
it's
ice
animation,
cave
it's
back
audio,
there?
I know.
it's-
To the left, that
I
looks
wonder how
awesome.
big this world is going to be. man.
Right?
You get that heavy feeling.
Avowed,
Like, this is like a nice
it was a
medium
perfect
weapon,
world.
like,
It was a perfect world.
Avowed is one of, because normally when you beat a game, you kind of don't necessarily
We're gonna
like
move
to
on
go
to another
back
weapon
into
from
it,
the
and
Protector.
that is one of the
I
few
think this
games
one
that
people
you
will
kind
have
of
a lot
just,
fun with,
especially in
and
such
this
a
is
short
the
amount of time, you went
multi-launcher.
right back in.
The
Yeah,
combat characteristics
100%.
are explosions
And this
on
this
demand.
Outer World 2 looked like
So
it's
when
going to
you
be the
guys
same
design and develop weapons,
same addiction.
Yes.
and
Same
coming
addiction.
up with these
I mean, I had honestly what do you look for withdrawals from
for the design choices?
stopping playing Avowed.
Yeah, so,
And
when we're first starting to
like
look at
this is like that fix that I'm looking for. I can't wait
Yes.
to kind of get back in.
Like
Cannot
feeling
wait.
like you're in playing a different game, but with the same essence.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So for something like this, which
Multi-launcher,
is
quick status,
is very
protectorate,
authoritative.
explosions on
They
demand,
like big
rigid and
explosions,
conservatives, no flare, no
they
fuss.
like dealing big
Okay.
damage in a big flashy way. So from there, we just elaborate on, okay, well, we have rocket launchers. What's the next level of that? What's
Oh,
the
okay,
more
I'm
that makes it
listening.
unique
I
and
like
distinct?
this.
And that's more explosions. So this
Wanna
is
make things go boom.
Yes. Boom, baby, boom.
I know you like doing
I
that.
do.
That's gonna be a fun time for sure. All right, let's see what this thing.
Yes.
shit.
Woo.
So,
Okay.
Question for you, Daniel.
So
when-
it's just
when the team comes up and they're like,
murder.
Hey, we have a pistol that shoots missiles.
Let's
What
go.
kind of real
I love
world
how
or
they're just
fictional
like laid out after
inspirations
getting hit.
does you and the art team get when trying to create?
You know what I gotta
weapons?
appreciate?
was asked that question.
That your character is so strong
because
that he shoots a rocket out of a pistol and
It
barely,
doesn't launch back.
barely gets recoil. You know what I'm saying? He's like, phew, no problem.
Oh man, that's true. That's true.
And we have a time period that we kind of base
This looks
everything
good.
out of. And so we will take inspiration.
So you got
from,
like
real
mechs
world
and stuff.
weapons,
I
and
am missing
like,
though a little bit here,
more
like the I see a lot of snow. I want to see
and this is sometimes
footprints.
what you get. You just get a giant
like I do want to see that. See how it just
And a
stays
question for you,
flat.
Rob, as a
Yeah.
combat
I'm
designer.
missing that because it's just so
how
beautiful
does
and snowy.
balance
And I
come
feel
into
like when you
play
have like a lot of
when you
mud or
decide,
snow
I
around,
guess
you
a
have
pocket rocket
to
essentially,
like have the environment
how
be
does the
react
player expect to use
in
this
that way.
combat?
Because
Agreed.
around it, it is
The
beautifully,
rocket launcher.
you know,
I
you
don't
see all
need
the
to talk
particles
too
of
much about how a
snow.
rocket launcher works. I think people who played a video game. know
Yeah,
how the
those are
rocket
little
launcher works.
details
I
that
will
I
get to your
enjoy
question
when
about
they
balance
get
in
them
just a
right.
second, but you know the important
Yeah.
thing here is
No, I feel
we're
that.
trying to make something that's fun to
Nice
use.
reflections
We're trying to make
on the
something that's
bottom.
more than just
Mm-hmm.
something you've seen
This little, I don't know if you've been watching though. This little pistol rocket launcher is crazy.
I know.
Little pistol rocket launcher is crazy.
We're gonna be on a hunt for this pistol. You don't like pistols though, Steve Money.
Well, this is not a normal pistol.
Yes, this is not your basic pistol.
And you know, honestly,
It's almost like a shotty though, the way that
Well, it's launching crazy ass rockets.
Yes.
But I do like pistols, but I like powerful pistols.
Yes.
So I don't like when you shoot and you don't see a reaction, like they make the pistol like it barely
Like
does
it's a
anything.
shank, and it's like you want some heavy
Yeah,
power
like
coming
Halo
from it.
has a great pistol.
Yes.
Like
what are the
just,
levers that we can
so,
use so that, like Kyle said just a second ago,
definitely a situation where
the best weapon in the game. We want
it depends. Like this pistol will stand out. I think I feel like I'm doing some damage in this particular pistol for sure.
You're gonna feel the swag of it for sure.
Agreed.
You're gonna run out of ammo. You're gonna have to engage with some of our other systems to get ammo. You could buy it at vendors. You can craft it. We have a crafting system. It might be very expensive for you to actually use this weapon all the time.
Okay.
And it might.
So this
right there.
The rockets are
a small automatic.
So the rockets are expensive, so
you
won't be able to abuse it.
Yes. See, so you got to be selective. And the one thing I did love about Avowed as well is what? With the weapons.
And then for you, Kyle.
Say it again.
As Rob mentioned, when there's an
that's
explosive
you got to
skill
be
in using
selective
explosive
then,
weapons,
right? And the
how
one thing
does that
that like
tier or benefit for
I really
players
loved when it
specifically
comes to the weapons about Avowed was what?
Between perks, flaws,
I
You
don't
don't have to
remember.
worry about
pretty much everything
looking
in the
for
game
ammo.
adjusts based off of your skills.
Oh yes,
Yes, that was
nice.
phenomenal.
That was nice for sure.
So for
So,
the explosive skill.
So
and also
basically,
the
these rockets are if you pop them off too close to your face, you might even get damaged because it's friendly fire, so you can hurt your partners or like the people you're playing with, your companions.
So if you're living this
So
fantasy,
How do you feel about that? How do you? Because I know we were playing Helldivers the other day, and you were like, "We got to you got to be careful. You can shoot each other, right?" And I remember you were playing online, and you have found something, and you were taking it, and someone shot you and picked it up. So, like, how do you feel about the idea of like shooting your own in a game?
I mean, it depends on the game, Ooh, plasma beamcaster. Depends on the game and the situation. Like, if it becomes a nuisance, then I just won't use the gun.
Okay.
And I'll find something else. But I feel like, just gotta watch out. Gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Not go too crazy.
You gotta be careful, and you gotta make sure I'm like super happy when we're gonna go play together, right?
Yeah, well, that's also true. That's also true. So this is the plasma beam caster, moddable for different damage types. So the plasma beam is going to let you have different, probably like, I don't even know what types you would do. What,
you're looking at the weapons,
fire type and stuff like that.
They're not worried about like the look, the frills of it. They are.
I love the details.
Set up to be a precision weapon.
Yeah, it's a dope looking gun.
Yes.
Cable management and
is that like a half moon on the image right over there?
Yeah, I wish I can have that skill.
Yes, like no, like the crescent. You mean?
Yeah, it's like a crescent. See the yellow crescent?
Yes, I see it.
It's very sleek
Like
and
a
simple. Where
nighttime mode.
Yeah, the background also.
In the daytime, does it change? It looks like a Christmas
that
gun.
would be really cool, actually.
Go in line with.
Is this like a nighttime weapon? Is what you're saying?
Like at night,
Like it lights up or something, so it's good to use at night.
I mean, I don't know. It looks like a half moon.
Yes, it does.
But I guess.
So
How
when
do
we
you
design these weapons,
a half moon? You know what?
I
I'm not
do
gonna-
have to say in
I'm not gonna
Avowed,
do
like when you go into like a cave or like into a place where it's really dark, it's crazy. It's one of like the best feelings because then you come out and if it gets lighter, you almost felt that. It was so realistic.
Agreed.
Okay, well this blaster.
That's dope. Look at, I love the way the particles are. How it kind of, it's like almost like a liquid that is throwing, and you're seeing it kind of fall to the side. And look at kind of how it stays with him. That's sick.
unique.
That's
for
sick.
one
But I
another,
wonder what
using,
type,
like,
because it says you could use different types. So
Yeah, so
obviously this is like a
we have multiple
lava,
damage types in
like
the
a
game.
fire.
That's the
Each
thing.
damage
It's
type
like
is
it's giving me that
associated with one of the
vibe, but it's not as well
So
because
technically
normally the
there's a lot of
fire
shock,
ones are like very
which
like you
relates
really
back to that
see the fire.
have
I
a lot of
do
auto
see
attacks
what
in
you're
that,
saying. It's like
especially
an
in the line
electric
there. The Order of
fire
Ascendant
shot.
involves plasma.
Exactly.
And so
I'm digging
a
it.
lot of their weaponry
I like
uses
the
this plasma damage, which
the way that it lights up the
lights enemies on
enemies.
fires and
Yeah,
deals
I
more
love it.
damage over time,
Looks really good.
and aligns with
And
this
we're
weapon
seeing
where
it in the
you're
daytime,
from
see, so
afar,
it's
slowly
not
picking
just
this
like,
up,
you
and it
know,
increases
for
burn rate more
nighttime.
and
But it
more.
must be crazy.
all
Like
are
if
pretty
it were,
efficient,
if everything were
off
dark
for
and you
next
light up your
round.
enemies
Yeah,
like
real
this,
dark, yeah.
it must look
But
insane.
although all of our
For
weapons
sure.
a lot of our weapons have these damage types, a lot of our weapons are also pretty moddable. Especially all of our base weapons like this. This is actually not a unique. This
I wanna
is just one
play.
of our base core
Yes,
weapons. There is a
Debrello.
unique
Shout out to Debrello in the chat. Thank you for
but all
rocking
the
out.
weapons
Says
overall
looks
have
like
multiple systems.
Ghostbusters
So,
plasma
yes.
gun.
weapon is originally
Absolutely,
an
yes.
accurate,
You nailed it.
mid to long
Exactly.
range,
That's the vibe that it has.
damage type machine. You
That
can also
actually
mod
checks out,
that it
for
gets
sure.
a
Yes.
zap barrel, so now it deals the shock damage.
Oh.
So you can use it to CC enemies from afar.
So you
change
could
damage
do the
between
zap.
them.
You could
You can also
add,
mod it to be even more efficient with ammo. So if you're really struggling for ammo, you're
so you can
not
mod
quite
it to
good with
be,
managing your
you know,
money.
electric based as well.
Okay.
You can mod it to do so. You can also mod it to be better for your companions and mark enemies so your companions focus them down and get some bonus damage against them.
And then for you to follow up with Rob, with a weapon that's this moddable, be able to like change its damage.
That's long range.
Going
Yes,
from rocket
I
launcher
have to
a
agree.
beam of
Like,
plasma.
that's pretty sick.
Which normally, like when you are, we were talking about, you know, fire, like when you have those type of weapons, the reach, you have to kind of get close enough to go ahead and get them.
The modding part, I think, is a
But
different
yeah,
axis.
this one has a
100%.
nice
Turn to
range.
Kyle and talk about that a little bit
100%.
about the different damage types. But the beam, the fact that this is a beam weapon, really crowbars it away from many of our other.
I love the
weapons.
reload
If
for
you
it
have
as
a
well.
bolt-firing weapon, if you have
100%.
a rocket launcher, like we just looked
100%.
at. If you have a two-handed melee, those kind of have their own roles. They have their own combat abilities and things. This is a beam, so it's hyper accurate. You don't have to worry about recoil and weapon sway and things like that nearly as much.
Nice.
You can just kind of hold the beam on an enemy, and you'll burn them, and you'll burn them.
Oh,
for as
look at the
long as you
shots
keep
hitting the
holding it.
ground.
Some of these guys are dodging out of the way, which is very
Did you
cool.
see
It
that?
gives you a little
No,
bit of a
which-
challenge.
That was
Maybe
when
it's some of
the shots
maybe you
were
don't like
hitting
that precision
the
aim, you wanna go back
ground
to
and
the
it
rockets
kind
where
of
you
like
just kinda launch it downrange.
Oh, you see like the
smoke
black
particles,
smoke on the
yeah.
ground?
Pop
Oh,
up.
it leaves the
Very cool
marks.
things about working on the Outer Worlds
It leaves the
2
marks
and on working on
from
sci-fi
the-
games is that
the
we
beam.
can
It does?
do this.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
can
yeah, that's what you were just talking
made
about, right?
up
Oh, with
beam-like
the
weapons
shots.
and
So
have
I'm
them
hoping
occupy
like
a
that
unique
before the
combat
game
role
does
that's
come
different from
out,
some
like
of
they
our
add
other roles.
the
And like I was saying with the
footprints.
rocket launcher, like, do something
Yeah, I mean, they're
different.
probably,
Make it
I mean, they're
something
probably
we
not
haven't
if they're
seen
this
before.
far
Make
in.
something that
So,
one
You
person
think
is
so?
gonna
but
be
yeah,
like, oh,
absolutely. The
this
game
is my
comes out in a
thing.
little
I
while.
love the plasma.
But
I
the
love the
beam
precision.
hitting the floor is pretty dope. The way it
Mhm.
leaves, like you see how it smokes and then it's leaving little pop marks on the ground.
There you go,
You see
yeah.
them, like
Guy
the
a
little
little
pop
bit,
marks?
and then ran around the corner and burned a different
That's
guy
dope.
and just let them burn alive. Some people might like that as well.
Okay, well that
Being a
you don't have
game
to say it that just because we like doing it. You don't have to say it that way. Make it sound like we're crazy to watch them burn alive. It's like
Well, I mean, they're the ones who made it, right?
put the gun in the game.
You
So,
came up with the idea
that was real
first.
judgy, bud.
with the mods and with the elemental damage. You wanna
He's
talk
like,
more
this
about
one's
that?
for the crazy.
Look, you see he's just getting hurt nonstop. So
Other damage type when we get to the next one. But,
yo, that's wild.
yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Well,
This is like a monster.
Mm-hmm.
This is
What is the collaborative process like? What design meeting of having?
That
like,
pistol
this
did too,
together?
though.
Like, we want this
I
to
love
be
having a
together.
great and
And
the
we already
hammer
have
in the
foundations
beginning. I
of
love
how to
having
work, how do
a
we-
great
how do we plus this up for our
weapon selection.
I mean, even just these three weapons, you got them right there. You're ready to go.
On my
Yeah.
team. Yeah, so we'll think through our suite and our focus, and from there we come up with ideas, brainstorm, and we run them by the other teams. Hey, combat, we want to make this crazy beamcaster. Can we make that work? Is that going to disrupt combat in a fundamental way?
I wonder how the
Hey,
inventory is going to
something
look
that
as
even makes
well.
sense for this world?
Agreed.
Yes, because
Um,
that
Things
also
like that.
plays a lot
so once
into
we
it.
get
How
I
much
love
you
how
can
simple they
kind of
did it
carry.
board, we all meet
for
up and we start
For Avowed, right?
Avowed.
I did too. You just had access to a lot, and then and then some more when you went back to camp.
Absolutely.
Figuring out all those details,
Like extra stuff just went to the camp.
Yes, because you work through the game, and when you find these weapons, the last thing that you want to do, at least for me, it's almost painful to drop them and leave them behind.
Yeah, I feel that.
Looking at a giant big
of
all the pieces and making sure they're all together.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten some crazy designs from these two over here. And it's always fun, and it's always a challenge to like take one of their designs and say like, how can we push this? How can we make it as cool and as appealing as possible? But while also making sure, again, it has to be Outer Worlds. And this one has to be ordered.
Yeah, be nice for saying in the chat. Very nice particle effects. Yeah, I feel like it looks so good.
I see it. It makes the game pop.
Details and information.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
So you have these two spinning wheels on the very top of the weapon. It's actually a quarter moon and it's a half moon if you can catch it. And then
he also says, and I'm wondering what you think about this, all I want is no endless walking or meaningless traveling. I look through places and stuff, but don't want to be walking around for 5 to 10 minutes to kind of just in an empty area.
I mean, it's still going to be an open world, but if it's anything like an open area, like a hub world game, and if you go by Avowed, like Avowed was perfection. Perfection.
Yes.
And walking, no matter which way I went, I always felt like I was exploring something cool.
That's the one thing,
great.
and I do get what he means, because I do feel like I want there to be meaning to my exploration. Like if you decide not to explore as much, that you could be missing out on some things, right? So the excitement of exploring, it changes things. And I do love finding like gems and things that I feel are special. So I'm one to like really get caught up if there is meaning to it, like you mentioned. Like I can get caught up exploring.
Yeah, I mean, I did both playthroughs, and that second playthrough, I walked the entire map.
Yes,
trying to find everything possible. So,
it was a hot take.
All right.
I feel like Obsidian knows how to do it. Even Grounded.
that's the thing. They've shown up so freaking well, and Grounded is again early access, and it's better than some games that are completely done. Oh my gosh, is that ground beef? What am I looking at? What? Okay, I cannot wait to see this one in action. Oh, how the sausage is made. Okay.
So it's a corrosive sticky grenade launcher.
Yeah, why?
Explain yourself.
Oh my gosh, Auntie's choice.
We had a lovable creature called the Cysty Pig. It was
grotesque
amazing.
and
It was this pig
ingenuity.
that grew cysts that were edible, because why not? Oh, there it is.
Oh my gosh.
That's real disgusting.
Okay.
I don't remember that part.
Maybe we don't need the zoom in pictures of it, and just I take your word.
Oh my God.
The second game. And when it came to this weapon, are we able to go back to it really fast, or can we go forward?
You got it.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Oh man, that's magic.
That's real wild.
Got this design, and I immediately got taken back as a little kid in my grandmother's kitchen.
Okay.
I had this like old meat grinder contraption.
Okay.
Inside of, and you grind it away.
I don't even want to know where the meat's coming from.
I know.
You know what I'm
I know.
saying?
That's exactly the thing. And when I first saw it, I was like, let's hope we're not the meat, right?
Oh my God. Can you
but
imagine?
it's like, this is out there. I feel like, man, talk about
like
next level.
As you like kill people,
that's the recycling part of it, babe.
That's real wild.
This is pretty crazy, I have to say.
How
It is.
this design is in line with Auntie's Choice brand? Deep questions.
I mean,
She's very experimental.
she's very experimental. She does not mind experimenting on creatures. did not mind experimenting on people. But in the name of profit and making sure
Auntie's
that
crazy.
everything is used
A little bit.
to-
A little bit.
It's,
We like crazy sometimes, right?
I love it.
So you went to
This one's a little out there. I'm still not over what I'm seeing here
Absolutely.
I mean, we gotta see it
in
when
action,
when they put it in action.
right?
The Borst Blaster.
Yo, let's hope it doesn't disappoint.
When this idea
Sounds
was
crazy.
pitched to
But
you
what's that
guys,
gonna
they were
do,
like, "All right, let's
though?"
make this into a weapon.
All right, let's see how
What's the thought
when the
process?
idea came up. What they're
Yeah,
saying.
so this one came from the mind of one of our systems designers, Nick Carver. And I think it showcases an alternate way we design weapons, which is we start with the idea and find the gameplay. And the idea was, what if you could shoot the Sisty Pig cysts?
Okay, let's show it.
Oh
Let's
my
show it in action.
gosh.
Oh my god.
And so
Oh my gosh, it's so gross.
Oh my god.
Okay.
how is that useful in a gameplay sense? And well,
man.
And it's like rotten meat. You see the green?
For Auntie's choice,
Oh my god.
Oh, that's really
They
gross.
shoot a lot of gross acids and
Okay.
toxins that erode.
Man, yo, when they explode, it just sends them going crazy.
I mean,
between
between the hit and the smell,
Well, you can't see
but it has a second
the
use, which is that you can
meat
still eat 'em. It's
Oh.
still
Too
food.
much,
Uh,
you know.
it's like meatballs hanging off of them, like these huge meatballs.
So if you're in the middle
Look
of
at
combat,
that.
low on
And they
healing,
stick
Oh my
too.
low on
god.
healing, but
And
high
it's like
on
an explosion, like you hit them like, you know, 3-4 times, and then it's like an explosion of
advisable?
a meat
doing
funk,
damage
and that takes them out.
And also edible.
And it's an
That's a
advertising
good
feature
question.
by Auntie, so
So
use what you got.
you're supposed to be able to eat this stuff,
Got it.
and then
but
Okay.
it'll also blow you
When
up
we
if you
probably saw this for the
If you get hit with it.
thinking about how
can't like let it touch your
Like
lips.
this.
You have to like perfectly
yeah, it's,
eat it
it's a
without.
tricky one.
Oh, you can
We
pick
have
them
a
back
lot of,
up, babe. If you
projectiles
miss,
eat.
you can pick them back up.
Ironically, there is no food safety.
So it's like,
in the
you know,
animals, which makes sense.
Like your bow and arrow, it doesn't
so,
like
you know, we started by
disintegrate
thinking
onto
about
the
it. I don't know
wall
if that's on the screen
somehow.
here, but it's
Gotcha. So if you
it has
miss,
that projectile arc.
Yes.
Go back and grab
You can go back and grab it.
Grenade launcher arc. We know what that looks like. We have that. We're gonna let the
I
the
do have
weirdness
to
of
say,
it,
I
the
don't know how you're feeling about this particular weapon. It may not be my favorite one. I don't know.
well, I mean, it's
How-
you have the stomach for it.
yeah.
If you go ahead and you're in a sticky situation and you start launching these things and they're dying, I mean, I don't care what weapon I'm using.
Listen, if that's all I got, then that's all I
That's
got,
it. So
right?
it's like at the end of
If
the
I'm
day,
out of bullets and all I have is meat left over, then we're gonna use the
We
meat.
tried. I don't know.
But
Oh, you guys, it's perfect.
and you also have to use like a nice amount of them. You remember when we saw that pistol? It was like kapow, you know?
yeah,
And-
it's still satisfying to see them like with all those things on them and then they just
a beef
explode.
I feel like
Ooh, you see?
when is the game releasing? When's the release date?
I guess
October.
when
Okay, all right. So it goes with the month. I feel like very creepy Halloweenish
Yeah, isn't it like October
type
29th?
of grotesque.
it needs to do corrosive damage. but also
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely
how do you make sure it's not
definitely wild.
overpowered where you're like
I need to know where you're gonna get this ammo.
I think right. I think from the pigs.
You just eat meat.
So you just see a pig out in the world and
There's
just
some inherent risk with
Come
killing
here, little
that.
buddy.
We have a
Oh my
system for our
God.
inhaler where you build up toxicity. I think they talk about that in those Gamescom trailers. And eating this gives you that as well. And eating too much can cause you to crash out. And
oh my
Okay.
god, you could actually
I
eat
bet.
this stuff.
Works.
That's
So-
wild.
Listen, when you're hungry, you're hungry,
balancing
right?
Something like that, and like trying to evaluate how does this have
That's real
too many
crazy.
uses?
I have to say though, like this is
There's just
not like setting them on
we need to
fire.
look at our
Not looking
entire
that bad
holiday.
anymore.
I know.
When you can just have
this.
disgusting
It ends
meatballs
up
hanging off
being
of them.
Oh my
very
god.
niche.
I mean, that's
Like,
true, man.
Corrosion has a lot of uses. It can take
I
out
mean,
armor. It's not the
look.
most damaging weapon, but it's useful.
So it's like,
for,
It's
yo, but when
not.
they explode, it's so crazy. Like it's so sick. Like they just rip apart.
They do.
Like, I'm down. I don't care. I wanna see 'em get ripped apart.
But they don't rip apart. It just seems like it when you see them on the ground. They're
No,
not
they do.
ripped up. You're not seeing like the body.
No.
just-
Watch again.
Okay.
Not
okay.
everyone. Some of them are stronger.
Okay.
But
well,
when you see them, they rip apart.
let's see. I'm looking for that rip apart because then that's next level.
Of this borscht
See, that one just that
See,
one
they
is
keep-
stronger. He's stronger.
Okay.
The
all
weaker
right.
ones rip apart.
I'm holding you to it. I'm gonna go ahead and find
We don't want it all to seem
these
like, oh,
moments
this
here.
gun's
Let's
about as
see.
good as this gun. We want you to be able to lean in.
See,
He
they
did
just-
bet- no, that's
it's
because he's
just-
the more powerful guy.
Mm.
We literally just saw it.
All right.
It's gonna happen.
This gun looks
gonna happen.
rad, and you just want to run around and use it for an hour or 10. That's great too. I'm not going to
Okay.
intentionally make
Still not
anything
seeing
that
it. See?
They're messing with me.
Yeah,
because
you're
they-
right. You're right.
It
That
literally
and the
happened right
footprints
before. Oh,
are.
look, pieces, bro.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man. What are you
okay.
talking about?
want this gun are
Pieces.
going to be over the
That
moon
was
about this
one.
thing when we're
Yeah, but
Maybe.
meaning it depends on.
and
Look,
that's good too.
see,
He flew off.
we're doing
We
it
don't know
awesome.
what happened.
One
to the
part of
rest
him
the
flew
body.
All love to the Outer Worlds fans.
listen.
I mean,
It's not a fixed animation. Okay, it happens organically.
It
So depending
shouldn't
on
be.
where you got them, the cyst on him, and depending on how strong he is and what type of armor he has, that's how it's gonna happen. Look at his head over there. Come on, man. That's wild.
Going back to balance of
I like how they said that they're not looking to balance, like they're not trying to make sure
Yeah, so
that you're
it sounds
not
contradictory,
overpowered.
right? We don't
Like,
want
let me be overpowered if I
Yes,
want to. You
I
know what I'm saying? Like, I want to just
Those are kind of contradictory.
like rip people
Not to get
apart.
into the weeds too
Well,
much.
yeah.
You know, in a
don't-
non-creepy way, just like the way the game allows you to, game-wise.
Yes, there is a level of power that you want to reach, right? And it just changes everything. When you're feeling that type of swag, right?
Facts. Like in Avowed, when you had like one of those big-ass hammers. Look, see,
Yes.
look at all the parts and pieces. Look at his leg. Literally, parts and pieces ripped apart.
I looked down at that exact moment, see, and man,
Of
I
course,
missed it.
of course. But like when you had like that big ass hammer and you just hit the smaller people and they just like
Yes.
fly, like there's, it's just
You
so
do have to
satisfying.
feel, yes, the power,
Like, let me
especially
get
as
that
you
power
level
trip, you know what I'm
up and
saying?
you get better weapons, or your weapons are stronger. You should be able to demolish them, in a different way,
Every
right?
stat leads to some
And
sort
I
of
just
skill.
walking into an
crit
area
chance,
and
a lot
it's
of
like
weapons
you're all
are
gonna get it
other
real
beasts
quick.
that have
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Crit chance
That
is
feels
also available
good.
through perks and flaws.
Dave
and
QCMTL, what's up, man?
Dave, what's good? Thank you for being
Double
here.
Spartan in the building. What's up, man?
Tarnish Gamer, what's up, love? Thank you for being here. My girl Becca is in the building as well. Guys, thank you so much for rocking out with us.
Tarnish Gamer, what's going on, man?
I hope you guys are enjoying
if you really want
Outer Worlds 2.
I see Broke Boy in the building, Malcolm X Lag,
Yo,
1.5
Abacab, Ren. What's going on, guys?
5 seconds.
second reload, which
you
is
can
pretty
turn
long.
around too behind you.
5-second
Much bigger
reload.
screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay.
this has a
So it's
5-second reload?
reload time.
Well, I'm 1,000.
And you're
Two.
like,
Oh, they
I
don't
wanna
let me see
I
it.
want to use the Borst Blaster, but I'm the crit chance build. You can lean into perks like that to keep your Borst Blaster loaded as you damaging a bunch of enemies.
Oh, so like you can increase
Also
the
things like
speed
noise,
of your
the player can
reload.
affect their
and stuff.
noise in numerous ways.
Good.
Perks, so you could be a stealthy beef gun user.
nothing worse than a slow reload
Stealth multiplier, your sneak skill.
when you're in the
Yeah.
middle of chaos, right?
Kill people with this.
100%.
I do have to say that he is carrying a lot on him, and oh man, this is crazy. You see it when he kind of bent a bit. You see it grinding through. Look at it go!
Oh, you saw
Oh my
that it-
gosh, that's so good.
It
That,
blew up
okay.
the other guy too, though. Did you notice? That
No,
one guy
I'm sorry.
ran
I'm
next to
looking
him?
at the weapon right now. Look at it grind
So
through, though. I
you
love
were
those
hanging
little
into a very
details. Like you see the
weapons-heavy
meat
moment.
going through.
Again, with the
That's
coming to
pretty cool.
designing
Like it's
weapons
not
with-
just like the balls are just
multiple
coming out of
factions
no.
in
You
mind.
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it go through the weapon.
They put the
Love
that attention to detail.
Yes.
The visual process.
Oh man, look at this shit in the background. You saw that?
Showcasing the potential functionality of weapons.
I just want to explore this world.
That's a great question. I'll just say it's just a general, it's a challenge because, you know, we're looking at just a few weapons here and we literally have, what, hundreds of weapons?
So-
Hundreds of weapons?
Depends on how you count
Wow.
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
We have a-
my
we have a
question
lot.
has been
Not
answered.
counting mods, and every weapon has mods.
Or one of my
I think we're at
questions.
90 plus.
90 plus.
90
Alright.
weapons without
But 90 plus is
mods.
solid.
Okay.
And,
We're
you know,
seeing
we're
4
gonna make
here.
sure,
Yes.
Like, each weapon not just feels like it's appropriate for its faction, but it's appropriate for the
gonna be
play
crazy.
style.
So
It's
Becca
appropriate for
says
Outer
it's
Worlds.
fun to me to just
We have
one-shot
design
an enemy.
Yes.
I have to agree with that, Becca. That's part of that powerful feeling. You walk in, just kapow, you know?
100%. If you, I don't know if you guys ever played that Ubisoft game For Honor, but when you play that game, there's a moment like in the beginning part of it where you're kind of going through the weaker people because you're very strong and you're just hitting people and murdering people in one shot, and then the boss the other boss is harder, but like that sense of power is so
They
dope.
would win.
Of course.
Like I want to be super powerful, like build up my character so that I'm a monster.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, the collaborative process, because this takes a whole team. It's not just one person working on a weapon. It involves.
It's part of the
programmers,
hustle, you know?
systems, combat, art, all that stuff. Were any during these discussions and design talks? Were there any like fun behind the scenes stories?
So Becca also says just to watch the enemy go flying, just to see it happen, brings me so much enjoyment. Yes, because you it's badass, right?
100%.
And I made it
Agreed.
probably the world's
Woo, that one was good. That one was a good one.
rifle ever. And I think I scared everyone. And the designer said, "Can we make it a little smaller?" And I was like, "But it's so cool." And I admit it was ridiculously ginormous.
A huge
eventually
sniper.
won. We made it smaller.
We had the animators on our side. They were like, we can't put this anywhere. It doesn't fit. And then it would clip through.
That's
all
what
the
she
cover and
said.
everything,
But
so-
But it was
sorry.
so cool.
It was.
It was way taller.
That's
I'm
just
sorry.
that,
I'm sorry we had to
that's
do
real
that
wild.
for you.
That's real wild.
Yeah, it would create lots of bugs for sure. But it was an amazing.
I mean,
weapon,
it's
nonetheless.
cool that you kind of see the way they're thinking about it, and they're, you know, he had mentioned that they just want to think of cool shit and then figure out how to make it work.
Yes.
So like
You
this
know,
dude trying to make like this gigantic sniper rifle, and
biggest like behind
them being like they're
I
trying
wish
to make
was
it, but then
there,
they're like,
right?
we can't.
Like the gigantic one rather than modded in. But I do have to say that's where kind of like creativity flows, right? If you're going ahead and just kind of doing your thing and then figure out how to mold it into, you have no limits when you're thinking about these things, and that's why you end up with something special. So that's really cool to hear that approach that they had when it comes to the weapons.
on the team.
That's dope.
From the animators, from the audio team, from VFX, from design.
And they take,
Oh,
they
look
take,
at that one, babe.
They take ideas from what?
The one he's holding, the bad guy.
Keeps pushing that detail. Keeps
Oh,
pushing
you
that
know, I haven't even looked at what
No?
they're holding, and I wonder if you're going to be able to pick stuff
That
up.
was,
Yeah,
like,
right?
over the course
I'm
of
You gotta
assuming
imagine that you can pick up their
could,
weapons, right?
that was we had those talks over and over and over again, and it's the great part about collaboration, really, for the Outer Worlds and this process of creating all these weapons.
You have to be so open to like come in with something and then you know have somebody or other people kind of like dissect it, and if it doesn't work, it's like, oh damn, you know.
Agreed. I mean, they still got the sniper rifle in there. They just made it smaller.
Yes, they made it smaller. Or maybe they just went as small as they had to go, right?
Yeah, like
And they'll still stand
it's probably
out.
still going to be a big one, but just smaller than he had originally wanted.
I do have to say they keep showing us like we're seeing this on a loop, this little section. It just, I don't know about you guys, I don't know about UC. I feel like take me everywhere else, you know. I want to see more.
I mean, but
So-
even when you look in the background, like there's so
Yes,
much
that's what
detail
I'm
back there.
saying. You see it and you just want to go there.
What is our palette and what is all our weapons, and then
Agreed.
working
That's
with
what you're feeling?
combat and
Yeah,
art
like
to
I want to explore
pitch
this
these
world
ideas,
big time.
Get something back from them and say, "Whoa, that's not what we were thinking, but we like it." Or, "Hey, this piece is really cool here. Let's kind of just move it up a little bit so it's a little bit more in the player's point."
I
of
wonder
view.
if you can go, you see all these little, you know, buildings on the side. Like, I wonder if you can go in and kind of just go through everything. What do you think? Like, you see
I'm
that?
sure some like that. Clearly, that's a
Yes,
doorway that you
it
can
will
walk
open
into.
up, right?
So I
But
feel like they're probably gonna have you be able to go through a good amount of them.
a good amount,
Like
yeah.
even in Avowed, right? There was some things that were open, some things
Limitations.
that weren't. So I'm sure it'll be on mid.
It's funny because like places that you couldn't necessarily get into in Avowed, I would try to. And remember, so many times I got like stuck, and I had to like shut it down because I couldn't get out. And you're like, how did you get in here?
Exactly. And the thing is that you never know what you would miss.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love all the secrets and the way you can find things. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm hoping that they do something similar.
I agree. I'm a curious one, so.
Long range and short range.
Well, that's what makes it exciting to go around the world, to feel like there's stuff that's out there that, you know, you may find that another player may not find.
Yes, because
they're not
that's
looking.
The thrill of it, right?
Dope as hell to
it's
me.
rewarding.
If you watch it animate in real time, it's spinning around, it's doing all this cool stuff. And for somebody who like came up with an idea for a beam, you know,
I love that beam rifle.
Yes, I do too.
This feels like Outer Worlds. This feels like I get what this gun is doing. To sort of answer your earlier question about like how do you teach a player what it's going to do when you pull the trigger or click the mouse. And then I got inspired and I was like, well, you know, you can side against the OA. If you don't like the Order of the Ascendant, you can kind of try and fight them. So what if one of these guys has a spin beam? What if there's an entire class of human combatant that can wield this and use it against you? How would that feel? And we get some VFX on it, right? And we start to noodle around with it, and it is a really collaborative experience. And there are some days where it's just like really fun to go to work, and we should always feel lucky.
I love how you said
That's some days, right?
Some days is really fun.
What happened to the rest of the days, buddy?
I mean, making the games. Coming 11/1.
In partnership with 5 Hour Energy.
So in November, it's going to start, which is like 2 days after.
Purple Berry.
Purple Berry.
Purple Berry Crafts. No,
we gotta
Purple Berry edit.
We have to get that.
Is available now. You can get it.
Purple Berries now. Nice.
You can also get more information at the.
Do you guys tell me in the chat? Do you guys drink these 5 Hour Energy shots? I don't. I've never had one.
It's so good.
October 29th.
October 29th on Xbox.
Let's go.
Xbox Game Pass, Battle.net, PlayStation 5, and Steam. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming on out. And if you guys want to stick around, I would like to get a selfie with the devs here with all you in the background. If you guys don't
ready up, see money.
Just real quick.
NPCs.
You think they got that?
I think they got you, babe.
They gotta add me to
yes. I feel like we have the technology
it's gone. They already left us.
You in.
They didn't even care.
They didn't care to have us. Look at you posing, looking better than ever.
I tried.
I love your konnichiwa pose.
I tried to hit him with a konnichiwa. All right. That was the Outer Worlds 2 panel. I gotta say, all it did was make me more hype. I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited for this game. I think it's going to be a banger. I think it's going to at least be at the level of Avowed.
Oh,
but
that's a very high level for me.
It does have even the potential to go further because it's the imagination is more free in this type of game.
I wonder, can it possibly take the crown from Avowed for me? And you know, we will be crowning a new winner. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. I've played so many games after Avowed, and I feel like it's still on that top spot.
I mean, it was amazing.
It was phenomenal.
For sure.
Perfect time of year, too.
But I mean, you know, you did play Grounded.
I loved it. Oh my gosh, so much.
And loved it.
I would still, if there was, like, we finish all the content, and it's funny 100%. Because right now we've been talking about, you know, going back and, like, just building a lot of different, you know, houses throughout the world to kind of get us ready for the next expansion.
To be prepared.
Yes, to be prepared. And because we spend a lot of nights out.
We do.
Just exploring. It was
would be nice to just have phenomenal
out
there that we can go to.
So, and now with so many options, you know, I feel like we can make all types of houses. So
well, especially with
have it all look
you got
different.
Your mount, you get your buddy, go ahead and just start stacking up material and now start making, right? We said we didn't want to get rid of our first houses. Like our basic, even though I feel like our houses are amazing.
I think think so, especially yours. You get so creative. I love it.
I feel like I made like a little compound.
You did.
Like I did enjoy it.
And it was so hard because you said, I wouldn't want to kind of change it. And then that's when we kind of said, well, maybe we'll just make different ones. And I'll come to your world and help you out. You come to mine and you'll help me out. And it's like, bada bing, bada boom.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do feel like I feel like we should go back and start building out some of these.
Yes, I think before we get more content, we definitely have to get in there and have that all ready to go because like we already love the game and it's like you already know we're diving right back in as soon as we get the opportunity. So I do want to go because I did ask the question and General Spartan says I drink Monster Juice, G Fuel, Advanced GG, and Bang. Those are a bunch. I think I've heard of Monster, but I think that's about it.
What's the one that we just started, that I started drinking?
I forget the name.
Starts with a C, Sense?
Yes, it does start with the C. I don't know. But these are, I think these are shots though. That 5-hour energy shot.
Yeah, I like those. Those are intense.
But that's the problem. I don't know how I don't think that it's for me to have something so intense.
It's 5 hours. So you just got to know that if you want to be done by midnight, you got to take it at 7.
Because for me, I'm sensitive to like caffeine. So if I were to have a 5-hour energy drink, that means like 20 hours for me.
That's impossible.
I would be like hyped up for like days if I take that later on and I've had a full day. I don't know. That might be a bit much.
Yeah, this is sometimes you just need it. Sometimes you just need it. Let me get the homie Genesis is Abacab. Says, have you, C-Money or Doodle, played Helldivers 2 yet?
Yes.
If so, what do you guys think? So we have. I enjoy it. It's not like a game that's like, oh my God, I'm gonna, no life this game, or I'm just gonna be, this is my game to just play.
I don't think it's a game for you that you wouldn't put down if something exciting pops in. You know how there's those games that you have to see it through.
You know, like some games are just there to fill in the gaps, and others are like dominant games. Right now, my focus is unlocking all the Halo stuff.
Yes.
So once I unlock all the Halo stuff, then
your mission is done.
Yeah, then we'll see how far I go. But outside of that,
I think seeing with the Halo stuff, the thrill of playing with that, and then once that itch is scratched, then I think it's like, okay. But it did work because that's what we were saying. I feel like they just found a way to reach those players that are waiting, for more Halo. New Halo, and
you scratched the itch, and you got me there for sure.
The story's so funny. I don't know. I think we will get into it probably on Tuesday and kind of go over a little bit of deeper about Helldivers because I think it's
definitely interesting.
It's interesting what took place, Abacab.
Yeah, for sure. General Spartan says, C-Money, you drink C4. I think it's Celsius. The Celsius
something
sounds right.
Like that.
I think it's Celsius or something like that. Something like that. We just started drinking, or I just started drinking. I like it. But
it looks to have like more of a organic.
Yeah.
It has a lot of B vitamins. I don't know how or what they put in there for it to be from, natural, maybe just like the vitamin itself in the sparkling water.
Right here.
I don't know.
See Outer Worlds 2?
Yes.
This is what I'm talking about.
It looks great.
You saw that when there's a giant and there's like a little one.
I'm excited to see all these things. And kind of just
damn it, bro! It's gonna be so
weapon.
good.
Oh
Yo, you saw that weapon with the blast?
Yes.
We actually put that blast in our intro.
Yes.
And it melts them as it goes. It's so sick, yo. All right, listen. This was really fun. Shout out to PAX West or PAX for having us as official co-streamers of their event. Very, very cool.
Yes.
Shout out to Obsidian and Xbox for making this dope ass game that I can't get enough of, more information from. So
yes, I think it's going to be a big one.
I think so.
For another win for them. But I do have to say, I feel like the more we see of it, the more excited we get about it. And it's funny because it's like October 29th. Like, we still have like 2 months.
Basically 2 months. Basically
right before Halloween. So I think that's also cool. I like my holiday games, But yeah, this is a special one. I like the weapons that we did get to see. That
the
meat
panel
one,
just
I'm
got
still
me
on
more.
the fence.
Say it again.
I'm still on the fence about the meat one.
Just look. I think some people like the meat, some people don't. And in this case, you don't care for the meat.
Listen, I like the meat, just not like that.
Well, listen, this is gonna be definitely a crazy game. I'm sure there's 90 weapons, so there's gonna be way more.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be insane. But
yes,
with that,
I do. Real quick, I do have to say the one thing I would say. I wish it was a little bit more engaging, and it's like I feel like I wish the panel was a bit more enthusiastic.
Well, I think they're just giving information now, so it's a little bit difficult to kind of. When you're giving just information, is like, it just kind of, it's info, right? And you kind of let the game do the talking. And I think that's what happened. So the game really shone really well there. It did nothing but kind of fuel me up and get me pumped. So great panel. I think it worked out really well. Guys, thank you so much. We have another panel tomorrow.
Ooh.
We're doing the Capcom panel, which is right here. Onimusha. There's going to be Resident Evil stuff.
Let's go.
Definitely pumped for that. So we'll be back for that one. And with that, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you to everybody who was here live in the building with us and everybody who checks it out after.
So much.
Appreciate y'all. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time.
Well, you're intruding.
You're intruding.